Okay, it is now 8 o'clock. This is WA6LBU, Chairman of the Board for the 3905 Century Club. Welcome to the December edition of the board meeting. We will start it off with a roll call. First area, Tom?
Don't see him in the Zoom yet.
Okay. Second area, Rich?
N2XTT is here. I don't know if you can hear me.
Okay, I can hear you, Peter. Okay, Keon?
KE3HAY is here.
Okay, fourth area, Gary?
K9GWS.
Okay, fifth area, WA6LBU. Sixth area.
Sixth area, WY6N.
Okay, thanks, Wayne. Seventh area.
WB7ASC, seventh area present.
Okay, thanks, Ron. Eighth area, Gene. I saw him up there earlier. Eighth area.
He's there.
Is he muted?
I don't know. He's not talking.
Maybe he has us muted. Eighth area.
Yeah, Gene was here.
He's
Yeah.
there.
He's still there.
Okay,
I can see him.
I can see him.
Just can't hear him.
Okay. We'll move on. Ninth area.
Savannah ROG present.
Okay, thanks, Roger. 10th area. They were up on a lake earlier. Okay, DX, Craig.
VE3CMB and VA3YKT, we're here.
Okay, President.
KL7OR is here.
Okay, Vice President.
AA1 here.
Okay, and back up to the 8th area. Gene, do you have audio yet?
Yeah, I got the audio. Had a problem. Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango. I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Doug, do you have all of that?
Yeah, and also I see that first area is represented. Sammy's here.
Okay.
I am here.
Sammy, yeah, go ahead and spit your call sign out for the recording.
KB1XP, present.
Okay, I'd hate to have you not know who you are. Okay. On down to the agenda. Minutes. Doug, go ahead and make your statement on the minutes.
Okay, I did receive a clarification of a couple of slight wordsmithing issues that I didn't type the right word, and so those will go into the corrected, into the approved minutes, and it did not change the substance of the message.
Okay. Thank you. With that, do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango.
Okay. I'll take Craig, CMB for the motion and second.
Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango.
Okay, I have Gene, NET for the second. And now for the roll call vote. First area.
First area approves, KB1XP.
Second area.
I have to abstain. N2XTT.
Okay, thank you. Third area.
KE3HAY approves.
Okay, fourth area.
Approved. K9GWS.
Okay, fifth area approves, WA6LBU. Sixth area.
Sixth area approves, WY6N.
Okay, thank you. Seventh.
Seventh area approves, WB7ASC.
Okay, eighth area.
8th area approved. Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango.
Okay, ninth area.
Ninth area approved. Savannah ROG.
Okay, 10th area. Oh, he's not here. I apologize. DX.
DX approves VE3CMB.
Okay, on to the financials. Do I have a motion to approve those?
V3CMB.
Okay, and a second?
I'll second WY6N.
Okay, thanks, Wayne. Under roll call, whoops, I apologize. I forgot the president and the vice president on the minutes. Mr. President?
Yep. KL70R approved.
Okay, and vice president? Vice president? Did we lose Kurt?
I don't see him there anymore.
He appears to be off the Zoom.
He is gone.
Okay. Back to the financials. I apologize for that, folks. First area on the financials.
First area approves KB1XP.
Okay, thank you. Second area.
Abstain.
Okay, thank you. Third area.
KE3HAY approves.
Okay, fourth area.
Approved, K9 GWS.
Fifth area approves WA6LBU. Sixth area.
Sixth area approves WY6N.
Okay, seventh area.
Seventh area approves.
Ninth area. I'm sorry, eighth area.
Eighth area to approve, Whiskey Tango.
Okay, ninth area.
Ninth area approved, WNROG.
Okay, and 10th area is not here. DX.
DX area approves V3CMB.
Mr. President.
KL70R approved.
Okay, and Vice President, are you back? Okay, hearing none. Okay, we move down to the reports. We have a president's report. Since Eric is here, the bylaws update will be passed by. Dean, do you have anything to say on your report?
Nope. Not a thing.
Okay.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Okay, and okay, election updates. That's not a lot of people here for those.
Clay,
Yeah, go ahead.
this is Dwight on behalf of the Bylaws Committee. It's all self-explanatory in the report.
Okay. Sometimes Eric will add a tidbit or two, so I usually give that option.
I don't
Okay.
have some tidbits to add. Just that we have a couple issues that popped up this month that needs to be addressed. It'll be addressed shortly, hopefully.
Okay. Thank you.
Clay, I
Sure.
just wanted to, I didn't send a report in this month. I didn't get a chance to write it, but we've been working on increasing our social media presence. And I don't know if any of you have had a chance to go visit the new Facebook page we put out there. But we're going to continue to sort of refresh that. But one of the things we're going to do is get some YouTube videos put together, and Sammy's agreed to help us put those together to add to our YouTube channel. And he's working on some things, like some videos to show what the check-in process is and how you make contacts and those kinds of things. And one of the things we'd like to do is we'd like to have some videos out there from the area directors talking about what they do, their club, what's going on in their area. And what we thought we would do is, since we're all together here, and we'll just do one a month, but we will, at the end of the board meeting each month, Sammy will be here and we'll record a 3 to 5 minute video from an area director so that we can put that out on the YouTube channel. So the reason I bring this up is I'm looking for a volunteer to be the first one, and Sammy will work with you. This doesn't have to be, network quality, but it needs to, most of you have pretty good video here on the YouTube, but we can, again, Sammy will work with you to get the thing looking right. But do we have a volunteer that wants to be the first one to try it?
I nominate Gary, K9GWS. Gary, director.
Oh, thanks.
Second that motion.
I'll do the first one. I'll do the first one. That might help. And since it's sort of our idea, this is our idea. Yeah, nothing like when somebody brings up an idea to have them do it, right? But anyhow, so okay, I'll do next month, and then we'll need another volunteer next month to do the other one.
I'll figure that one out next month. I'll do my due diligence.
Okay, all right.
Comment.
Go ahead, Peter.
Can I make a comment? By
Sure,
being
go
the first one, Gary, you can't be the worst.
You're right, Peter. You're right.
On the other hand, you can be the best and the worst at the same time.
We call that being ordered to volunteer.
Somebody else wanted to be first. I didn't want to take it
up here. Yeah.
No, that's we'll go by your example.
Okay.
So, okay. Anything else on the reports? Any questions for Gary or anything? Okay, hearing none. Old business, new business, motion 2024-1201, declare the 9th area director position vacant. Mr. President, I understand you have something to say.
I would surely do. I'd like to withdraw my motion. After further review of the bylaws, we have a over whatever it's called, about bringing forth a motion within a certain period of time. I will say this, I had a great conversation with Roger this past week, and he is very committed to moving forward. And again, I'd like to withdraw this and let's give Roger a chance.
Okay.
Agreed big time.
Agreed.
Thank you.
And just FYI, I was just, our bylaws or whatever, and I've already talked to Kurt, and we're going to try to get this thing fixed. So,
Dean, actually, I was going to challenge you with double jeopardy because two of the anyway, forget it. Agreed totally. By the way, look.
I'm in shame.
Okay, with that, we're down to number 9, which is questions and answers with directors and officers. This is where the gallery can ask questions. Are there any questions?
Question. It's December. Any word about an eyeball for next year?
Okay.
You're volunteering, Roger?
Definitely not.
I could have sworn that sounded like a volunteer to me.
Yeah,
okay, guys, look. Okay.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Aye. Okay, Roger, it's yours.
Years ago, I wanted to do one in the worst way, but I like to go to an eyeball to see a new area, and I don't want to see my own area. I see it every day. So I was just asking because I thought at one time something was written somewhere that something had to be in motion by the December board meeting for the next year. Is that?
It was not. It was a proposed. It was not a mandatory.
No, right, yeah. Okay. So that's a no, right?
Well, on further review of on the field, the 5th area has discussed things with the president, and I'm going to take on the eyeball this year.
Oh,
all in favor, raise your hand.
Aye.
Quick.
Thank you, Clay.
Thank you, Clay.
You're welcome.
I would
Can I
like
make a comment? Can I make a comment, please? Clay has promised me that by the January meeting, he will have the formal proposal for board approval. And I'm under the understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, he's already started to do the legwork to make it happen anyway. So, but he has promised me that he will bring this as a formal motion to the January meeting. And I'm not sure what time frame he's thinking about, but as many of you know, he did a really, really good job last time. And I think that I really commend him for stepping forward. So,
Okay,
Go
with
ahead.
that,
he didn't step forward. He got jury rigged. But anyway,
I was ordered to volunteer. Coerced.
that is correct.
Clay,
Yes, sir.
First off, thanks. Second, it's still in Edmond.
Well, it may be in Edmond, but I'm going to try real hard to get it into Guthrie where I know both areas real well. I have talked to my boss, the emergency manager, who is going to run me around to various venues, and we're going to try and strong arm a couple. If the we're going to try first for the fairgrounds. Fairgrounds has a very large building. Since I do volunteer with the county, hopefully they will give me a discount or just let me use the room, but it also depends on what their schedule is. There's also a community center, and the emergency manager has said that I can use the sheriff's training center. But if we hold it in Guthrie, I will guarantee you it'll be fun. There's lots of things. I don't know. Did any of you attend the last iBowl that N50HL did in Guthrie?
Yep.
Not
There's
Guthrie.
what's that?
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Guthrie is a very historic town. It is the first capital of Oklahoma, and there's a hell of a story behind that. But a lot of history, lots of places to tour, lots of good food. There is hotels in the vicinity, so it shouldn't be difficult to do. Most of the restaurants in Guthrie are reasonable, so catering should be good. So,
And I take it RV parks are pretty good down there too.
Yeah, with if we get the fairgrounds,
That honey?
there's enough room there for RVs.
Okay.
So that'll be in close proximity, and plus there's enough room there to do the shootout.
Do you have a month in mind?
What's that?
Do you have a month?
I'm going to shoot for August because my
August,
July
okay.
sucks.
Oh,
In September,
September is pretty cool.
what's that?
September is pretty good.
Yeah, that's a possibility. We start our school year earlier than the rest of the country, so we have football games and things like that going. There's a couple events that are in the what we call the Cottonwood Creek area that could cause us to have the hotel room. There be a conflict with hotel rooms. So the date we'll figure it out. And but the bad thing is I don't have the Edmond Visitor and Convention Bureau up here to massage the finances like we did the first time I did this. So
What happened?
they
What'd you do?
well, it's what's that?
What'd you do? Piss her off?
Nothing.
Different
It's just
town.
it's not being held in Edmond. I told them what I was going to do, and they're willing to assist me with the lodging and stuff. But I think it'd be better to have it in a little different place. if we have it in Edmond, the venue is good that we had it last time. That
Yeah.
but I just thought change of pace, but we'll know next month and further to follow. But
Clay, don't worry about do the thing that you need to do for yourself as an eyeball host. Don't worry about the exact, if it's Edmund, that it's perfect. If it's not, it's perfect. Just what you need to do. And if you need any help for me, just let me know.
Yeah. Well, my mailing address is Edmond. I actually live in Guthrie. So, and I'm halfway between. So we'll get it figured out and you guys will know next month. So
Thanks again, Clay.
no sweat.
One more question.
Go ahead.
Okay. So is this a done deal?
No.
Because I remember hearing a couple months ago something about Tennessee, maybe. When do we have to have the final drafts in?
October.
Okay.
October.
And that's not October 2025.
Okay.
Roger, just FYI, perhaps I've twisted Clay's foot, maybe not. We spent quite a bit of time on the road this past fall, but I have not heard anything further about the possibility of Tennessee. Basically, Dave and Debbie have been working, trying to find a venue, but they just can't seem to get the mix together of a venue versus accommodation. So, but they'd really like to do it. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at. And Clay and I talked about it, like I said, this past fall, but he's finally stepped forward. And
then always 26 as well. So
I'm not going to discourage him. I'm going to keep it positive.
No, if somebody in a week comes up and says, "Hey, we want to do it," I'm going to say, "You can." But
sorry, Ken, go ahead.
Well, a quick question: How is September for everybody? Is that, I mean, that's been working a couple times. Not good for Dean. Yeah, you have school problems too.
Yeah. But it's okay. It's okay. No, it's fine. Okay.
Yeah. For me, we are PCARS is the sponsor for OSPODA. That's Ohio State Parks on the Air, the very first Parks on the Air ever, and the OSPODA is always the next weekend after Labor Day. So I have missed it 2 times because of the different dates. That's my thing. So that's a many consideration. Don't worry about it, the dates.
So Jane, let me just comment on that. You need to get your priorities in sync.
Yeah,
No.
Politics is always local.
Yeah, I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
On the Parks on the Air thing, I will state that I believe the smallest national park or state park in the country is in Guthrie.
Not true.
Not true?
Not true.
Okay.
The smallest one is the national park in the First Lady's museum in Canton, Ohio.
Okay.
Anyway,
we've got one that's like 10 square feet. So it's right behind the
It's
original
same
Capitol
thing.
building. What's that?
It's the same thing. Yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
it's like a 25-10.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and we've got this. We've in the property. There's 2 entities, and there's probably 5 or 6 within hour and a half drive. So
can I make one other comment about the eyeball in 2025?
go ahead.
So I have asked our vice president, at least current vice president, who knows what's going to happen next month, but anyway, I've asked our vice president to put together a proposal to come to the board that would allow an extra day at the eyeball. In other words, Thursday. So the eyeball would start on Thursday for those folks wanting to participate in secondary QRP nets. And what I mean by secondary is that they want to get their CW on 20, or they want to get their RIDI on 40 or something. But it's a more relaxed day to do the secondary QRP nets, and that Friday morning would still be reserved for the 3 sideband QRP nets that we normally do. But this is a way that we can kind of reduce a little bit of the
Chaos.
chaos. Yeah, good choice of words. But no, it's a way that we can kind of move this so that if people want to participate, they can come on Thursday and participate. Okay, and we're not kind of jamming up Friday, and that we can really continue to focus on why are we meeting? Are we meeting because we want to get together and meet with each other, or because we want to have a agenda of at 8 o'clock we do this, and 9 o'clock we do this, at 10 o'clock we do this, 11 o'clock. And that was a complaint that I've gotten, is that we need to kind of pull this back a little bit so that we're a little more relaxed. So anyway, I've asked Kurt, since he's kind of been chairing this, to put together something that basically would allow us to add this extra day and what it would look like. And then basically that would be offered to members as an alternative. So he's going to work on it, and then hopefully we'll pull that all together in the January meeting.
Hey, Clay, what is the closest airport for commercial?
Oklahoma City or Stillwater. Stillwater's 40. They're equally about 45 minutes to an hour away from either Edmond or Guthrie. OKC is a bigger airport. It is the Will Rogers World Airport, because nobody in Oklahoma knows how to spell international. Another thing about Oklahoma is we have 2 very large airports that are named after 2 individuals that died in plane crashes. Will Rogers and Wiley Post. So just goofy little things about Oklahoma. Okay, there's a lot more.
Many, yeah.
Hey, one thing for Clay and Gene. Google says the world's smallest park is in Mill End Park in downtown Portland, Oregon. It's 1 tree. That's it.
Well, at least you got something to put an antenna in.
Hey.
I was going to say, do you have to hug the tree to make the contact?
You can't do POTA there because you have to be within the park's boundaries. So if it's just 1 tree, how do you get within the park's boundaries?
Well, Gary, that's really interesting, because the Capitol is a state park, right? If you park on the street, you're not in the park. But if you're parked on the sidewalk, you are. So what do?
So you're legal.
You set up a table on the side, Rob. Well,
No.
You have a long mic cord.
All you need is a long mic cord.
Yeah.
The entire station has to be inside the park boundary. So Gary, I had that dilemma on my Rove when I went up through New Hampshire, North Dakota and all that. And there was a place in North Dakota that was a memorial rock, and I could find no boundaries for it. It was a rock about 3 feet across, mounted in the ditch of a county road, a gravel road. And so I wrote to the Parks on the Air help desk, and I said, how do I know if I'm in it or not, since I can't find any information? And they said, if you think you are, then you are.
Okay.
If you're driving 1,500 miles and you're within 10 feet of this rock, you're there.
We're there.
Comment?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a note that Jay's the alternate 10th area director, and he's been here for a bit.
Oh, okay.
So that's for you, Doug. 10th area is
Yeah.
represented.
Okay, so that was my question that I pinged to Clay. So is it okay to add him to the attendance as he missed the 2 votes that we had? And likewise for Kirk, he had some technical troubles and missed the 2 votes.
I would add them to the list and then annotate that Jay was late and that Kirk had issues with connections.
Okay, all right.
And, it's Minnesota, better late than never.
Already on.
Or más vale tarde que nunca.
Minnesota.
All righty, done.
Okay. Adjournment. Do I have a motion?
Motion to adjourn.
Okay,
Wyatt.
we are adjourned. Everybody agree? We're adjourned. Okay.